about a fucking mountain.
I mean, I'm just it just kind of proved to you that time we in, man. This shit all about the rich, man. No, my bad, my bad. The rich are the middle class now. This shit is about the super
Bruh,
mega wealthy, man.
this don't make no sense, and it's undisclosed. And I was rapping to the lady about it, and she was like, "Well, who did that money go to?"
Like who
I
the
was just
fuck,
like, "Well, shit,
who the fuck can sell a mountain?
Utah,
That
they
shit only
did
rich niggas know.
exactly. It's for the elite, man. I think the cheapest house is like 2.5.
Like who do you go to for an island? Like niggas be like, I bought an island. Like where the fuck
Right,
are there all these
right,
islands to buy?
Hey, there's a
yeah.
website for it, and they're not as expensive as you think.
My question is, who the fuck though is like, yeah,
Yeah, man. Co-founder of Netflix buys a Utah mountain and reveals ultra elitist plan for it. Yeah, man. The amount was undisclosed. I was
this
like, you damn
nigga,
right.
the Epstein Cove. That's what that shit is. Nigga,
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Some people playing chess, some people playing three dimensional. This motherfucker's on some other shit, man. Man, just talk about, yeah, I bought a fucking mountain today. Honey, what you do today at work? I bought a mountain. Yeah, that's where we gonna live. Got it? Got it. All right. Must be nice, man.
yeah, we into some real comic booky shit right now. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
we, man? We it's it
That shit sound like, for real though, don't it? That shit sound like Batman
some
and the
Scrooge
Justice
McDuck
League.
shit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they on their way to go stop a motherfucker who got his own mountain and shit. And
Hmm.
when they get there, it's gonna turn into his face, and all the henchmen gonna come up out of the nostrils and
They'll
shit on
turn into Castle
jetpacks.
Grayskull up there, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That
I
shit
get
sounds
motherfuckers,
stupid.
buying a house out
Yeah,
there or whatever. That's one thing.
right.
But to put that on your resume, man, and like, yeah, I bought that mother. You see that peak? Yeah, we own that. That's me. I did that. That's my shit.
And people
Yeah.
should have been like, "Who gives a fuck? Who give a fuck?"
Hey, man. We talk about, yeah, man, we put some D's on it. This motherfucker bought a fucking mountain. They flex completely different, man. A whole different kind of flex when you talking about some shit like that, man. I don't know, man. It just didn't sit right in my soul, man. It just didn't seem right. Again, like the lady said, where does that money go? Who does that money go to?
Man, it still ain't nothing like being a billionaire and infiltrating government and putting niggas out of work that only make 85 to 100 grand a year.
The greatest hustle. They gonna tell you how to live. Like
Right,
you're gonna have to suffer a little bit. You're
right.
gonna have to go without
Like,
eggs
like
and
nigga,
yeah.
yeah,
You had enough of those
avocados and shit.
avocados. You had enough
Yeah.
of that shit.
The crazy shit is I'm hearing people like, oh, avocado. Y'all niggas don't eat avocados. Shut up. Y'all
You find
niggas,
an avocado in the hood, call me.
y'all niggas eat that shit on Super Bowl. Cinco de Mayo. Nigga. Fuck out of here. Yeah. So let me ask you, man. I saw the highlights, man. What
What's
you
up?
think about what was the deal with the
With
Lamont Roach
and
Javante Davis fight?
Tank lost. That's all.
It was
Yeah,
clear like that.
yeah. Tank lost. He took. How do you take a knee? No parts of your body
Yeah,
is supposed to touch the canvas, man. He took a knee. That's a knockdown.
cause I seen motherfuckers in the comments.
Uh,
This was the first time I ever seen motherfuckers so mad at the highlights. They're like, yo, y'all just showed where Tank was getting off. Lamont Roach was whooping his ass the whole fight.
Bruh, he didn't.
Wow.
I got called in or whatever. I didn't jump into the six, and he was doing his thing. You know, yeah, he lost, man, because it went to it was a draw, and if they would have counted that knockdown, Mr. Roach would have won. So that's how I look at it, man. What's up, old man?
My
Chilling, can't
bad, my bad.
complain.
You good? Yeah, man. It was a big fight in over at the Barclays over the weekend, man. Tank and what you call it? It was tight. It was tight. Like I said, I jumped in at the six. I got called in and I got back home just in time to catch him in the six. And old boy fought to the last round, man. He was in it. They said Tank took the first half off and then tried to, regain, but then that whole grease got in my eye. He had some fucking curl activator, and motherfucker took a knee. I was like, who does that? You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. And the ref didn't
That's what
call
I'm
it.
saying.
The ref didn't call it
That's bullshit too, though, because like Javante been in the game
long enough
to know that if you take a knee, it's a knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit about I had something in my eye. They said it was about 3 times. I seen one of them. They said it was about 3 times. It looked like he got wobbled by Lamont Roach.
Yeah,
But they said Lamont Roach was
Yeah.
giving it to him
He got
the whole
rocked.
fight.
Yeah, he got rocked all the way to the 12th, all the way to the last ding. Them motherfuckers was toe to toe. From what I saw, it was solid. Dude was giving and taking. It was a solid fucking fight. I could see where the draw is, but then when everybody started talking about that, him dropping to the canvas, taking the knee, I was like, "Ooh, they're right."
So let me ask you this though.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off. I had to cut you off right there. So is it a draw because? Is it a draw? So do you think that it's a draw because of the knee? Or do you think dude just legitimately beat him? If he hadn't took the knee, do you think it would have been a draw? If he hadn't took the knee, do you think it still would have been a draw?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. That's what I was because from what I'm seeing, what I saw, it looked like Tank was giving it to him.
Yeah,
a little,
that was.
But I ain't see the whole thing.
They told him to put his foot on the gas because he took the first half off, so he had to bang it out. And if the ref would have called that a knockdown, there's no way it would have been a draw. Or Roach would have won. That's it. So,
you know why I don't like that for Lamont Roach, man? If because I did see the knee, I didn't see the whole fight, and Lamont was that cat got some skills. What I don't like is he clearly lost then, and you just cheated Lamont Roach out of that next tax bracket.
Yeah.
That's how boxing goes.
Boxing goes like that as well. And also, bro, let's not forget this is going to be the beginning of a trilogy. So give a draw, and now they got to run it back. So that's just more money for the game. That's how they call it, man. They probably was making phone calls like, look, Javante is kind of like the face right now of that division. We need to keep him where he's at, and let's run that back.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Man. Elon was like, call it a draw.
Yeah, Starlink.
Call it a draw.
He knew. He knew already. He knew.
Elon running everything now.
Every fucking thing he got his hands in. And best believe he gonna have a house up in this goddamn billionaire row up there with in Utah. This dude, the co-founder of Netflix. You best believe Elon to be up in there with that.
That's probably Elon money. Yeah. That's probably Elon money later, man. Take this.
Watch this and buy a fucking mountain for me. Like you said, this bitch gonna open up.
Right. It's gonna be Elon's son's head. Mount X417ZY. Tesla.
What is this kid? That's his kid's name, isn't it? What
his kid
like a coordinate name? Yeah.
Tank, what's the name, Cuddy?
I don't know. Google comes free on your computer too. It's X something.
What is this kid's name? Let's be accurate. Let's be accurate. Let me see.
Hey man, who over there frying fish?
That's my baby, man. I'm down in the kitchen now. We got a house guest now, so my baby down here frying fish with some of them old school house shoes on, with the feet come out the other end of the toe.
Yes, sir. I can smell it. Shit. I know that sound.
She got that nightgown on too, don't she?
She got that nightgown on, button up halfway down.
Tell her I'm gonna need 3 hush puppies. Okay, 3.
Hey, baby, Ed 209 said he gonna need 3 hush puppies.
I knew when nobody cleaning no dishes. That's fish frying, not
that's
chicken.
Fish. a Negro who grew up in the hood know that sound.
Know that sound for sure.
Oh my God!
What you got, perch? You got some perch? You got the whole house stacked?
I think is that fish, baby?
No, Aubrey.
What's that? That's chicken.
All right.
She made fish yesterday.
Tell them I'm sorry that they
All good. All
Oh,
good. We
this
love
all
it.
good, baby. This all
We
good.
love it.
You can't pronounce this shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that symbol is.
All right, don't even worry about it, man. He's different, man. He's different.
When
And
he say
again, your daddy got so much money, you don't even need a name. Go ahead.
he just had another baby too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Number 12 or 14, something like that. Yeah,
He got 14 kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Man, he
counting.
got the money. He got the money.
He could shoot up every club. you
I
know?
would.
He could shoot up every club. My thing is, bro, you want to bring everybody together, start branching out. I need some black babies, some Asian babies, some Latino babies. All he got is this,
Pure
his
white
folk.
German babies.
Yeah. He having a whole Azov battalion.
Yeah,
Man, look, if I had that money, shit, and then I
hey,
pay the
man.
judge, child support only gonna be $1,000 a month
Damn.
forever in perpetuity.
I'll be on my Nick Cannon shit, strong,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, him and Nick, they neck and neck with these kids, man. God dang. Yeah, what was it? 14? Was it number 14?
Something like that.
Okay, all right. Hey, man, let's get into it, man.
Let's get
we
into it,
drifted
man.
like a motherfucker, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and especially now that the chicken done. Let's go. It's almost time to eat, man.
It's already smelling good. I'm telling you,
Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
baby. Episode 508. USEB5 Visa, dedicated investor visa. The state is forcing me to sell my 2024 BMW, and they should, bitch. I can't stand this fucking dude, man. I can't wait till we get to that. Couple forced to sit with corpse for hours.
Fuck that.
Oh wow. Preppy
Yeah.
Princeton murder suspect Matthew Harrington ripped out brother's eyes and ate him and killed him. And take off an Eddie P. Let's get
Yes,
it.
sir.
So we can beat the chicken frying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I knew something was cooking. I could smell it.
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody. First lady of the show, DJ LOH on the ones and twos.
Yeah, man.
If
Shout
y'all
out.
don't know who that is right now, I'm gonna give it to you one more time.
Indeed.
Shout out to Drizzy. I listened to the show and didn't understand shit. Shout out to our brother Akil. Hope he's doing well. 3 p.m. Kiki. Let's fight this evil.
Yeah, man. Before we get into it, man, look, I got to do the RIPs real quick, man. Rest in paradise, Angie Stone. Rest in paradise, Roy Ayers. Yeah, man. We're losing him, man.
Roy Ayers died?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
he was 80-something years old, man.
81? Yeah.
Too
Too
soon.
soon. 81, something like that, man.
Roy Ayers, Angie Stone, and all the fuck we got to replace him is Sexy Red. Ain't that the fucking...
Hey,
Bruh.
man, R. Kelly was on that pedophile shit. Maybe he'll get a pardon.
Do you think that
Wow.
do you think that in about 30 years, 40 years, this young generation gonna be like, rest in peace, Sexy Red? She
Probably. I mean, it's their time. That's all. It's their time. They said the same thing about hip hop, man. It's their time.
Yeah, but I think
Oh.
I think every generation says that, but I think there's a clear distinction. We had options back then. You know what I'm saying? We could listen to some positive hip hop, or we can listen to this shit over here, this gangster shit. This seems like all they got is degenerate shit. And it's like in 30 years, oh man, Suki Hana died, man. Them titties held
Yeah,
up
think
well.
about it. We had limited access or whatever. We had whatever our homeboys was playing. Remember, they had grown folk music. Yeah, what your parents
Yeah.
played, and then our shit. And we go get their records or whatever, and you get your ass beat if you scratch them. And now, you got every genre up under the sun.
Yeah.
You got, satellite radio, all that shit. We didn't have access to all that shit. These kids got access to everything, and they choose the worst. Out of all the shit,
Yeah.
all the options they have, they choose this mumble,
Yeah.
perk 30, syrup, leaning, drinking shit. All the worst of the worst. They choose instead of, digging in the crates because they have options. So
Real quick before we get started, man, me and my
yeah.
wife went to Nick the Greek last night, right? And we got our food, and there was a little tip box.
Hmm.
And one side said, Drake fans, BBL Drizzy. The other side said, Kendrick Lamar fans, not like us. That shit had all the money in it, and nothing was on the Drake side.
That is great marketing. Great marketing.
This
People
cat
pull out
can't win.
money. They pull out money just out of spite. Just out of spite, they will, give a tip. I love that.
That's
That
my
is
wife.
dope.
My wife, a Cali girl. Like she put the money in. Like, yeah, these niggas ain't like us. I looked at it like, oh shit, fuck did I
And she
marry?
could walk out of there.
Man, yeah, sure enough did do a crip walk out that bitch. I got a little scared. Shit.
That is dope.
All right, gentlemen.
Let's get into that sauce MAGA. Yeah, man.
It's your boy.
Let's get it, man.
Sauce. Put that
It's
sauce
your
on him.
boy.
Hey man, he's really selling. He's proposing to actually sell these fucking gold cards, man. VIP members, like, yeah, man, you paid your way in. You good. You good. Ain't nobody gonna come deport your ass, man. You can run through the city, do whatever you want, man. Full immunity. You got it. Just
So,
pull out the card. Go
so
ahead.
let me be correct about this. These EB-5 visas, right? The gentleman who was saying that this amounts to the greatest money laundering scam in history. He was saying that the visa, it's like they give the people who had these visas like $500,000 to $1 million to start businesses in income areas.
Wow, I didn't know that part. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what he
Okay,
was.
that's the what you call it. Yeah, that's the fucking the laundering. Yes.
So that's where all these
Yeah.
stores in the hood come from, right?
Mhm. Some, not all, because you got to
Yeah.
go through the paperwork. But this is a fast track. Like I'll get it on the back end. Like you pay me, and then I'll get it through whatever grants. You don't think he gonna get any kickbacks for these new businesses that's starting? He don't
Family,
do nothing. Yeah, he don't do nothing for free.
no, he don't. He getting
He don't do
kickbacks for
shit for
everything,
free,
man.
man. It's like, dude, yeah, I get you on the back end once I get in. That's why everybody fell in line during the inauguration. Old boy, the CEO, Bezos, old boy, Tim Cook
Yeah,
from Apple. Everybody donated. You had to kick in. The Don was back, and he was like, y'all motherfuckers better, y'all better kick in. The Vegas do. And yeah, they paid they way back in to his good grace, his money. So
well, it's the same way he was selling them pardons and shit. You know what I
yep,
mean?
same shit.
It's
Same shit.
it's the
But
same
this one
shit.
is different because the pardons was just a one-way deal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You see
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But but it's some shit they all do. I think the thing that kind of pisses people off, or the shocking thing, is he just like, yeah, I'm doing this shit in the open. You
Yeah.
got to remember the dude who was selling these children to the prison system over in PA. I don't
Hmm.
know if you guys remember that documentary
Oh
they
yeah.
did on it.
Yeah.
Only to turn around and see the Biden pardon this guy, along with some other motherfuckers he pardoned.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then the whole thing with his son and this company. I think it was Burisma over in the Ukraine, where all right, we're gonna give Ukraine all this money, but next thing you know, his son is getting these $1 million payments
Hmm.
from Zelensky. So,
Hmm.
but it was like they at least had some finesse with the shit. He like, nah, bitch, listen, check this out. I got these EB-5s for you, baby. They gonna cost you five.
Yeah. He's like, why do I have to? He's like, I just beat 30 something felonies, or I
Yeah,
got convicted of X amount of felonies. I don't give a shit. I could do whatever the hell I want. I'm the president. And he has that mindset, like I could do whatever the fuck I want to do in front of you. I
yeah,
got my main chick, my side chick, my Wednesday chick, my Thursday chick, all of
yeah,
them lined up. They came together because it's cheaper. One
yeah,
Uber. You know, so yeah, he don't give two shits, and I respect him for that because
yeah.
when he said
There
that
you
whole
go.
thing about when him and Hillary was going at it, and he was just like, yeah, of course I cheat the tax system.
Yeah,
He was just like, so do you, and so do the rest of those other millions and billionaires. We all
right,
work the damn system. I respect him
right.
for that because he ain't fronting.
There you go. And that's what I was like, man. Like You listen to a bunch of these like political analysts and
Mm-hmm.
experts and shit, and they all talking about the Clintons, the Obamas making their money. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I mean, I'm not saying this right, but it just seemed like, man, in a way, like real politics is fucking gone, man. There ain't no
It's because
there are no more politicians, man. You look at these, you look at some of the shit, you look at some of the shit that goes on in Congress, and it looks like that Javante Davis fight.
yeah.
He took a
Look,
knee, but this motherfucker gonna ignore the fact that he took the knee and say he had hair grease in his fucking eye. And everybody with common sense is like, that shit ain't right, man.
this is why I'm real strongly, on board with the whole term limits. We shouldn't have cats like Mitch McConnell standing there for so goddamn long. And again, it's politics because they know this is how they get paid. They get
So
benefits, they get top tier every fucking thing, and and a salary and kickbacks from these different companies.
so
But when they
listen,
do leave, where they land,
me and my
go ahead.
wife was just talking about that shit. She just pulled up an article. I can't think of the politician's name. This motherfucker had jaw cancer and
Hmm.
still ran for office. Another
Uh-huh.
one ran for office and then like fucking died the next week.
Hell, old boy died yesterday after the president's speech. The black dude.
That's who she talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he died the next day. Shit.
Who died?
Yeah,
The congressman, the black congressman or
from
something, he passed
Houston.
away from Houston. Yeah,
Oh,
he died the
Al
next
Green.
day.
No,
No,
Al
not him.
Green was the one that caused all that bullshit. And
They
and,
they
and,
got him out of there. But go
and
ahead.
Al Green was right with what he was saying though. I watched it. They interviewed him after they put him out, escorted him out, and what he said was, all I was trying to say was, he doesn't have a mandate to cut Medicare. He doesn't. You understand what I'm saying? But back to what we were talking about, it's a bunch of them, man. You look at Mitch McConnell, this motherfucker was glitching. You look at Feinstein, like she fucking glitching and shit.
Yes.
You know, they got people talking for her. We don't know if she told these people this shit. They willing to during the election. They willed Jimmy Carter the fuck out there talking about he was so excited because he was gonna vote for Kamala, and this man looked like he was already
We're
gone.
gone. Yeah.
Shit, he
Yeah.
was gone years before. The motherfucker
You,
been
you
on
see what I'm
hospice
saying?
since like '92.
Yeah.
Man, I know he wasn't like actively doing anything, but still, man, like there needs to be it needs to be term limits on these senators, these congressmen,
Congressman,
and
all of it.
more importantly, it needs to be term limits on these fucking judges.
Ah, there you go.
Since
There
they
you
are
go.
picked, since they are elected, but since they are picked by presidents, man, they should do no longer than 4 to 8 fucking years, man.
That's it.
Because a lot of them, they have these antiquated views. Like people look and they want to say, oh, Clarence Thomas, and he was an asshole. But when you read the article, they said that he was the one judge that was silent on everything. His judgments, he for all of his judgments, he deferred to what Scalia was saying. And Scalia was a dirty motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean,
So go ahead, Cuddy.
shit, as we've seen, Clarence Thomas been on the take since
Oh
before
yeah,
pimping. Yeah,
before
so
pimping.
Right. Career politician, man.
Yeah,
Career politician. These cats, man, term limits, people. Please. Let's talk.
yeah.
Let's get that in the game, man. Please. Term
hey,
limits.
but
What's
back
up?
on topic when it comes back to these visas. There are a lot of countries that actually sell citizenship uh, for $4 million, 500,000, whatever. And it's pretty much the same deal. It's like if you have the funds and you are going to invest it in this country, then they give you a visa. I
Mm.
can't see why anybody would want this visa. Who wants to come to America and pay these high ass tax rates?
That's what I was about to say.
But
Wash that
then
money.
again, like rich people don't pay taxes either.
That part.
But
That part.
yeah, there are so many other countries that sell citizenship,
Yeah.
and I think there's more benefit to it in other countries than there is here, unless you're willing to do some kickbacks for Donald Trump.
Hey.
Well, I mean, if you could fork over that kind of money, man, I mean, shit. I mean, it's better than a billion motherfuckers rushing the border. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't think right and wrong even plays into this shit anymore.
Ew,
It's
Juan. You said Feinstein was a sex
What do you
for an
say?
older woman.
Oh, that's
Feinstein
gross.
was sexy for an older woman.
Oh,
Who the fuck is
man.
Wanda?
We
Oh, you
live,
got a
baby.
sexual appetite that would sicken a normal man.
Oh man, I didn't see that
Shout
one.
out to the homie.
Your fetishes turned my stomach, son.
You fucked up the whole rhythm.
Right,
Damn. Okay.
right.
On task. Yeah.
Hey, somebody
Motherfucking-
clap and share.
Yeah.
Why can't she catch one too?
Hey man, but Cher look good for her age though.
Yeah.
I say she got the best goddamn plastic surgeon on this planet.
Yeah.
And she take care of herself. She eat right.
Yeah.
She eat right.
Yeah,
She's
she
still
won
wearing that
Black Dick
same
this
leather
past year.
jacket and them fishnet pantyhose. I mean, you need to retire that shit.
Hey man, it works. It works.
It worked for you.
It works, man. It's all right.
I didn't
They
say it
keep,
worked for
every,
me.
they keep everything in place, man. Yeah.
Would you do it?
No.
No.
No. No. We
You
could do
wouldn't- you
dinner.
wouldn't-
No. We could do dinner.
We could do dinner.
Yeah, we could do dinner.
We can have her on the show. That's about what we can do. Hey, we love you too, man. Y'all crack me up.
Hold on, this cat talking about Feinstein.
No, I'm serious, baby. Experience matters. What? Catch what?
That
What I missed?
Feinstein. That sounds like, oh man, I was like, you ain't see that shit.
No, I saw it already. Yeah. That's what he said. Did you see? He said, "I love y'all. Y'all cracked me up, man."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Man. That's
Keep
what's
rocking.
up.
We rocking with y'all. Rock with us.
Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all, man. You know, we got that fucking huge subscriber bump, and then they slowed it down again.
Hey man,
Got
that's the way
slipping.
shit works.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That shit take off 20 years from now. That shit would be like, oh, these motherfuckers was killing it. But
Yeah.
That's how that go. All right, man. Get this EB5, the new name for Elon's kid.
I wonder if I can use Elon's kid name as a discount code, man.
Probably
Try
so.
it.
Probably he's
You
like
get that
100%
Cybertruck
off.
cheaper.
Right.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh man, did y'all hear about those fucking Cybertrucks, man?
What's going on?
All those motherfuckers who got their shit wrapped. That
Oh,
sticky
yeah.
shit. It's not supposed to go on metal. It's supposed to go on paint. So when they take that wrap off, because a lot of people, because of the backlash of what Elon, been saying and doing or whatever, people want to trade in, their fucking Cybertrucks. So they went to go pull that shit off. All that glue just got stuck inside the metal. Can't get that shit out. And like if you had like logos or people's names and all that shit, like the Cyber Beast emblem on there, it's in the metal now. So
Wow.
it just morphed into that shit. You can't just peel it off.
But why try to pull this shit off anyway?
Because some people want the original, when you want to trade the shit in or whatever, they want to take it back to the original, and it's supposed to protect your car. Normally it does. It protects your paint. But these don't come with paint. It's just metal.
Yeah.
Now they're saying, if you got your shit wrapped, just hold on to it because you ain't gonna get shit for it trying to trade that bitch in. If you're trying to, go against Tesla and the backlash of Elon and all that shit, you trying to
Motherfuckers bad
trade for
luck.
something else. You fucked. I was like, you know how much fucking money you didn't fucking, those shit's what, 60? And you go to trade that bitch in, it's like, man, we'll give you 30.
It's 60. Shit. I just
I'm
looked
sorry.
this morning. That motherfucker's still
But-
110.
Ouch.
Didn't you order one?
I
He
did.
was on
I
the
placed
list.
I placed an order. I put a deposit down the first day that they announced them. And like my old man sent me a text this morning, was like, hey, did you see they're offering like 1.2% finance or 1.9% finance and free supercharging for life? And I'm like, man, it still ain't worth it because they're not selling the package that I ordered. I ordered the 500-mile battery, tri-motor, and it was supposed to be $80,000. But that same package that I ordered is still not being made. It's only a 450-mile battery, and it's $30,000 more.
Mm-hmm.
But the free supercharging is huge, man.
Oh, yeah.
I missed out on that when I bought my Tesla because when I bought mine, Tesla was going out of business, and like the dealerships were closing, so dudes didn't give a fuck about their jobs. All they had to tell me was that like the next if I'd have bought the performance package, I'd have got free supercharging, which was only like $3,000. I would have did the shit. But dude didn't care about his job.
Yeah.
And
Timing, man. Like I said, it's about to be another one when all this shit hit the fan. When they telling us, "Hey, man, it's gonna be some suffering. It's gonna be some pain felt across the
Yeah,
board."
they telling us that
Everybody,
shit.
they're
Yeah.
telling us that now. And I'm like, man, y'all motherfuckers, that's some cold shit. Don't let a motherfucker know why you eating real good. It's gonna be some hurt coming your way.
Pucker the ass cheeks.
Yeah. All right, fam. Get this.
I mean, yeah, go in there. But I was looking, I'm like, damn, another 1,400 motherfuckers from the VA laid off.
yeah.
Go.
And he was worried about assassination attempts before. You start fucking with like real combat vet benefits.
Right.
You gonna have some angry killers after you.
Yeah.
Already on the edge. It wasn't like they were balling out of control in the beginning, and now this, like, okay, got it. I ain't got shit to lose. Okay.
And let me tell you something. You know how I found out everything? Because my wife sent me a text with all the fucked up shit he do every day. I get the daily presidential report of everything fucked up going on, and I just sit there with my head down.
Hey, sit in it. Sit in it.
I am sitting. I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it. My one vote affected everything for everybody.
That one soft vote.
You know what would be dope though is if everybody started writing in like just write in Club Sauce and tell him how much he fucked up. We're gonna blame it all on his one vote.
Yeah. Don't write your congressman. Write Sauce.
Right sauce. The man who fucked it all up.
Yeah. T-shirts coming. Sauce did it.
Hey, that's dope. That's dope. All right, what we got, man? We got the video.
Yes, we do. Hold on.
It was crazy, bro. She monetizing.
Look at them teeth.
Yeah. What teeth?
I dealt with that today. I don't know what's up with homeless people. They love to call black people N-word.
Not only is the state forcing me to sell my 2024 BMW that I paid with cash, not only are they forcing me to sell it unless I want to get cut off on all government assistance, they took my whole tax refund. Over $22,000 the government took. They couldn't even leave me $100. And they are still telling me that I owe over $20,000 from over issuance. It is not my fault that they made a mistake. They gave me those benefits. They were mine. I used them. I should not have to pay them back. I shouldn't have to sell my BMW. That is my baby. I worked hard for that car. F you, government.
So let me ask you a question before I say what I'm about to say.
Go for it.
Is this like can they really make her sell her fucking car?
They do. I don't know if they did an audit on her ass because I saw something earlier today where they said that she owes like 20 something in what you call it. So yeah, she's gonna have to do something to come up with those funds.
Okay, so
because
that's
they're
it.
probably monitoring, her accounts because if she getting direct deposit, they know what's in her account, right? So they're looking at like, hold on, you monetizing your streams and all this other shit. You making money, so that's undeclared income. So it puts you here, meaning like you was milking the system, and she got caught. That's all.
So to me, this don't look like the stereotypical welfare queen that we always heard about.
That is
sir. Right.
Thank you, old man. That's
that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah. Go for it.
So this heifer gets 4,000 in food stamps a month.
A month.
$1,100 in cash benefits. Section 8 and kids disability for all 6 of them.
Yep.
How is she driving a BMW?
Yeah. And what kind of BMW? You got 6 kids. So what you driving? The
Right,
SUV? Please
right.
tell me it's the SUV. And it's a 2024 in Michigan. You need a Suburban.
But I just think the level of entitlement of somebody that's getting taxpayers' money
That part.
to sit in the motherfucker face to get on video and say, "Yeah, I shouldn't have to give up my 2024 BMW, and it's not my fault they overissued the money. It's mine. I should be able to keep it."
Yeah.
Like that's some nut ass shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, please tell me. And then, the shit was trending and, more and more stuff kept popping up. I was like, is she still, uh, out there, pleading her case as if it's going to change anything? It was like, you put yourself out there.
Nah,
People start, calling folks and like, hey, do y'all know about this chick? And somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who worked downtown got your ass.
I'm sorry. They need to make her get rid of that BMW. They need to relegate her ass to the project, specifically to Kimmelbrooks. They need to make her motherfucking ass and them 6 kids living in Kimmelbrooks, so that the kids is on welfare in perpetuity, and their kids is on welfare.
That's so fucked up.
I'm tired of entitled people, man. Especially them, man.
You want her to have a legacy of Section 8.
Bro, do you realize they made a movie with Diane Carroll? And I want to say in that movie she had 4-5 kids. And it was about it was some other shit, but she was a welfare queen. And then that's where the stereotypical thing of the welfare queen came from.
Mm-hmm.
But here we seeing one of the people from the demographic who get that shit the most. And she got the nerve to say, out of everything, I got to give up my fucking BMW. They took my tax refund.
They took all that. They about to take away your kids' benefits and all that other stuff. You worried about that car? You got 6 kids. You better hope they don't take away that Medicaid and all that. All your stuff that help with your kids with disabilities and stuff. And you worried about that car? Got it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lot of money per month. And you making money online?
Right.
Damn.
Right. And that's the thing, man. Like she shouldn't even. I don't even think she's able to make that much. If she's getting those benefits, she should have been cut off if the income is what it is.
She got caught doing this,
Right.
putting her business out there, and people was like, "Well, shit, that ain't right. Let me call such and such," and that's how she got jammed up.
I don't feel bad for her. I'm glad she got jammed up.
People were calling, about the welfare, CPS on her kids and all that shit. They went in on her. They ain't just leave it at the money part. They went in like the kids' welfare and shit.
So it's more videos. There's more videos.
There's a bunch of shit up there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going to look at that because see, this shit I don't like is when every time the topic of welfare, DEI, affirmative action, when these fucking titles come up, the face of that shit is always in black people, more specifically a black woman. But we all the fuck know that shit ain't help nobody but people that look like that.
Bruh,
America's white women.
And she's
certified.
She's certified MAGA too. Certified. There's other clips. That's what the irony, man. She talking like talk pleading to Trump. Can you please tell them to give me back my shit? And
Trump said no.
He planned not to report your ass, but yeah, she was celebrating when he won, and it's been downhill ever since, man. But
you know what? It's a lot of the MAGA people up there calling themselves being pissed off. Me, I'm like, hey, at least it ain't our people the only ones that's hurting under every other administration. Good for them. Let the motherfuckers hurt. These are the same people that was like, so what you think's better, the Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act? The Affordable Care Act. Why do you think it's better?
Get their hands off my Affordable Care Act.
Right. You know it's Obamacare. No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
I can show you right here. I don't care what you're showing me. It ain't.
Yep. So now it's on her to try to figure out what she gonna do. With her. I don't know. She could apply for a job at Fox as a commentator.
That OnlyFans.
I don't know.
Getting that meth section.
Ooh. Okay. I'm done. Oh man, you got anything for this?
Just like How bad is your pussy when you got 6 disabled kids? I wonder if that's where
Right.
her top teeth went. They growing up
All of them
they growing
disabled.
out her pussy. Just crippling kids on the way out.
That was a new low, man. That was a
It
new
is. That
fucking
is low.
low. God, that was a new low.
Sweet said she looked and said, "I can get more money from being disabled." Like
Damn. Ouch.
they need to outlaw her uterus, man.
Just go. Just go, man. I'm cool.
All of them.
Not all of them, man. I think some. I don't think all of them are disabled, but
Probably got like 2 to help her with the other
She
4.
says, my kid's disability, all 6 of them. How you have 6 disabled kids?
Shit. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
that's a terrible fucking thing, but yeah.
It
I
is
think
terrible.
She's hustling the system.
Yeah.
But this the
Yeah.
thing too. You know what? How we know the motherfuckers even disabled?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, she could be saying anything. She could be like, George, squint her eye and act
Oh,
like
yeah.
you can't talk good when you get in there.
Oh, yeah.
People do that shit, man. That's like that. What's that young girl that was in a wheelchair? She really wasn't a girl. I think she was grown as a motherfucker, but her mom was like making her have all these operations she didn't need and talk like a child and all of this
Yeah.
shit and stunted her growth and all of that. And she ended up killing her mother with her boyfriend.
Yep.
People do that shit to their kids. They might not even be disabled. She probably just got them in knee braces and shit they don't need, leg braces.
Probably. But yeah, she shouldn't be head of household anywhere. So
Nowhere.
I'll leave it at that, man.
Hey man, we winning though. We
MAGA?
making America great again.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Let's go. Y'all gonna see me get smacked from the side.
Wait for
Get
that
hot
wooden
grease thrown on
spoon to
your
come.
ass.
He said that grease spoon.
She gonna throw that hot grease on you.
Stirring that goddamn grits.
You gonna see me do
Al
this
Green your ass.
before the camera cut off.
Ah.
She gonna hit you with the hot grease and that fish grease that she kept on the stove.
Damn. Damn.
That grease she don't never empty. My grandmother had a big old vat of fresh grease. We reuse
All
that
our
shit.
shit. They kept it in the
Yeah.
sinker can. You know, with next to the lard. Yeah, man.
Fries used to be extra good, and you ain't know why.
Oh no, I know why now. I'm going to the doctor to get my damn cholesterol checked, whatever. Yeah, that's I know why. I
Yeah.
know why.
What we got? I can't stand this dude, man.
Georgia pastor says black aligned with Trump's are runaway slaves and Coons tap dancing for massa.
This is Jamal. What is his name?
Jamal.
Who cares?
Yeah, I know him. The lady had me watching a couple of these reality shows or whatever, and then his wife or somebody was on one of them.
Yeah, his wife was on Housewives of the Potomac, and then he cheated on her like it wasn't nothing. This dude is like
He a hustler.
this motherfucker done broke every commandment and want to sit up here and call people runaway slaves and coons for who they voted for. I can't stand Jamal Bryant. Like you know, I mean, like okay, you ain't most of these cats. A lot of these mega pastors is doing this shit. Hell, the local pastors is doing it. But my thing is, man, you out here, you done cheating on your wife. You got kids by different women everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And you want to? Who the fuck makes you the moral authority? Just because you stand on stage once a weekend and do
He's
that
anointed by
pulpit pimping
God.
shit? He ain't anointed by no motherfucking God. I can't stand this dude. Like he showed up somewhere. I think it was Baltimore. He showed up, you know, trying to get some publicity. They ran him the fuck out of there. Like, no, you got to go, bro. We don't want you here. We already know what you on. Like, I can't stand this guy. This is not the first. He made some comment a few months ago where he was talking about he said that anybody that doesn't vote for Kamala Harris, any black man hate black women, and I'm like, just because you fuck black woman after black woman and make her a baby mama, like, bruh, shut up, nigga. I can't stand this dude, man.
Hey, man.
Like
He
he's
said
one of the
what he
worst.
said, man. Like old man said, man. He was anointed, man. He's the the people. He's the
Let
people
me tell you
God
champion.
something.
speaks through him.
Let me
God
tell you
speaks through
something.
him. And if he tells the
Right.
truth, he's telling the truth.
Let me tell you something. Okay, Tank. We know you don't believe that shit. Let me tell you something, man. I voted for Trump. If my wife would have called me something, all right, but not this motherfucker. Not this dude of all people.
Yeah. He did that because he won all. He said he won all the smoke. He like told everybody. You saw the skit or whatever, the clip of him. Giving his sermon, telling I ain't hard to find. Pull up on me if you got a problem. I was like, bro, I didn't know you was
You're not
on
that
your
dude,
thug
brother.
like that in the pulpit.
And he's
Damn,
not.
fam.
And he's not. And he's not. He's really not. And it's a shame. And see, that's another thing. You're a pastor talking like a rapper, bro.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
fuck is you, Jim Jones now? Like, come on, bro. Like, he just is ignorant, man. But you know what? That's them Georgia mega church pastors for you.
That's all pastors.
Yeah,
Thank
that's all
you.
pastors. That's all
Yeah.
pastors, especially them flamboyant motherfuckers, though. They just say shit, and I'm a pastor, so you got to agree. Nah, brother, your word don't hold no more weight than anybody else. Just because them ignorant motherfuckers sitting down there in the pews got their hands up, and most of the women looking to be the next one he fuck, so they can get some of that
Hey,
mega church money every month for a baby.
first lady.
You know what
First
I'm
lady.
saying? He
First
the,
lady
he,
status.
he the definition of have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. That's him.
Damn.
You can't stand
Damn.
that dude, man. I can't stand somebody who makes himself the moral authority or something, and you can see the wrong that they doing is clearly out there in the open. It's clearly out there in the open. Like, bro, you, who are you to tell somebody they hate black women, and you just leaving a trail of single mothers out here? I can't stand this dude, man.
Got anything, old man?
God chose him, Ob. God chose him.
God chose me. God chose me
You
to
ain't got no
talk this
mega
shit.
church.
Hmm? No, I got 3 PMD show.
You damn right.
I got 3 PMD. That's why God sent us that with about 800-900 more subscribers. I got 3 PMD Club Sauce.
We got
That's it.
anointed.
You know what I'm
We got
saying?
anointed
I
by
can't
the
stand this
people.
motherfucker. We anointed, baby.
Hey
That's
We
man,
got
I
to be
bring,
the
we
want.
best
fight this
hustle ever,
evil every
man.
week.
Oh yeah.
That has got to
Yeah.
be the best hustle ever. Because
We keep the enemy at the gates. Wait,
there's
it
one
is
thing you'll
the.
never hear a motherfucking pastor say is, I work my way up in this church from the bottom. Like
Let me tell you
everybody that
something.
joins the church ends up being a deacon or a
Yeah.
minister or,
Whatever.
get the fuck out of here, man. You was smoking crack last week.
Right. Let me tell you something. Y'all remember the cat Jay Morrison? That had the so Jay Morrison was the cat that he was doing all the real estate shit. He had the black house and everything like that, and he sold it off. Then he came up with this Tulsa real estate fund, the TRF, where he got all these investors. The shares was like $50 a piece, and but you had to invest a minimum of $500, and they were supposed to take that money and buy up real estate and shit. Well, pretty much they didn't buy up anything that was worth anything. He was gaining popularity, so the NFL started sending out letters to all the players saying, "Hey, don't trust this shit. It's not legit or anything like that." Eventually, the cat ended up. People started looking at him. His popularity started to wane. What do you think his next fucking hustle was? God called me, and he was up there fucking preaching up in Georgia. Man, get out of here with that shit, man.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Look what
it.
Mace did.
Pimping to the pulpit.
Talking about pull up, I ain't hard to find. You a sucker, man.
Yeah. You don't see Mace talking about God on his podcast.
No, Mace ain't talking that shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
He got with his homie and was like, man, we can make how much? They giving
Right.
us a what? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cool, Atlanta. I'm cool with that church shit. I'm making some bread over here. Yeah,
Right.
I'm good.
Mace
good.
eating popcorn and getting paid.
That's it. Talking shit.
There you go. What we got?
See?
All right,
Qatar
what's this story?
Airways, couple forced to sit next to a corpse for hours. So the woman sit next to him. I guess she got up to use the bathroom or something and collapsed in the aisle and died. And the stewardesses just put this bitch back in her seat, threw a blanket over her. Long ass flights. They was going from Australia to like Italy or something.
So they flew from Australia to Italy with a corpse next to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they said people were saying they could swap out, and they was like, nah, you ain't allowed to switch your seats or whatever. I was like, man, fuck you twice. I'm
Right.
out of here, man. How about I just go sit in the bathroom? How about that? I just sit on the floor. I'm gonna have an episode.
Why
on
ain't
this
they put the
motherfucking
body
floor.
in one of the bathrooms?
Yeah.
Don't they
know
got
the
like a little
protocol.
elevator that go down to like luggage or something? Or is that just in the movies and shit?
It got to be a better way. There got to be a protocol for this type of situation, especially for a long haul flight.
Now, you know,
You would assume.
I'm a little
but
bit of a weirdo, man. You know, me, I don't know if I would have had too much of a problem with it. I'd probably just be like, look, send her in the window seat and let me get the aisle so I don't have to step over to go to the bathroom. But that's me. But I'm saying, like, the average person ain't going to, you know, when it's, that's cold, man.
And it's like their dream vacation they were on, and this shit happened. Yeah, nah, man. I'm up there with the stewardess and them those little jump seats. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get to know them motherfuckers real well. I ain't going back to my seat, man. Fuck that.
You can't recline
every
them
time
seats.
there's turbulence or the plane banks, that head starts to roll over.
Yeah,
Roll your shoulder.
yeah. Fuck that. No.
Weekend
No.
at Bernie's in the sky, baby.
Yeah, no. This is
Dead bitch is still taking your armrest.
come on, man.
Hey, man, she getting
Some
cold,
cold
man.
shit. Yeah, she getting cold. She getting stiff. You know, she getting stiff.
Stiff. Like the body just pissed. It just
Oh.
released its last fluids. Got the death burp.
Yeah.
See, didn't know. Like you said, man, them fluids. No. I'm sorry, fam.
I sue the airlines.
I don't, you know.
But then again, what is the protocol for that, man? Because
It
how
has to
often
be
this-
something else, man. You got to be able to move that body because of like biohazard, right? Isn't that
So
a
what you
biohazard?
saying? They put her in a garment bag and just set her in the bathroom or something?
You know, it makes you wonder because, okay, well, like normally if somebody collapses on a plane, you start CPR. You don't cease CPR until someone's called, you know, like somebody calls time of death by a medical official. So if you're in the air, you know, you going to call an ER and run a
I'll
strip
take all that out.
and get a doctor to sign off this woman's actually dead.
Oh,
But then again, this is Qatar Airways, which is a Muslim airline carrier. You know,
They
if
probably
somebody
they
dies-
used to that shit.
Well, if somebody dies in a Muslim country, you don't touch them.
Right.
Yeah, it's against the law. That you can't render aid.
damn.
So what do they just leave the body there and wrap it up and shit?
They just put a blanket
Like
over
a special person comes and deals with the body?
Yeah, until like a trained medical professional does something. You know, but like you being a great citizen and going over and, you know, trying to do CPR or render aid, that shit don't happen.
Damn.
That's some
Yes.
cold shit though to
Learn
make
some new shit
somebody
every day. God
Right.
dang.
to
Yeah.
make somebody just you gonna sit
Sit.
next to this motherfucker. Hey,
Yep.
you and your wife.
You think that would have happened to somebody who looked like us?
If it was somebody that looked like us sitting there and somebody passed away, they'd have threw that motherfucker in our laps just to be smart asses.
Shit, they'd have thrown us down there in the baggage claim and, you know, charge us extra. Just
Right.
oversized package. Run his
Oh,
credit
that's
card.
messed up. But yeah, man, I just thought this whole situation was a little unorthodox, and I wanted your opinion on this because you are a frequent flyer, man. And I was like, dude, do you know the protocol on this? Because it's crazy,
don't.
man.
I
Like
would
any
assume
flight,
that
but
there would. Yeah, I'd assume that there'd be a place because this can't be the first time this happened.
right,
You know what I mean?
right. What's the
Yeah.
contingency? Got to be a contingency for something like this to happen, man. Like, where are you gonna land? Is there an emergency land, or you just stay on course?
No, I'm pretty sure that you divert to the nearest airstrip so that you can get aid rendered, you know.
Okay.
But
But again, you mentioned this is
Qatar
over
Airways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit different in
Damn.
Muslim countries. And
See, y'all
then
learn
again,
something
I
new
don't know
every
if they
day,
were
y'all.
traveling over water or something and couldn't make a stop.
Right.
But
Until damn.
yeah, that's nuts. I wonder if they, if they charged her for the flight back and return her home.
The family.
Yeah, it brings up so many questions.
Right. Like seriously, who's your emergency contact? And tell them like, oh, is she okay? Yeah, no, she's not okay. Yeah, how do you want us to handle this? You want us to send her or you coming to pick her up or how's this gonna work? Did you hear that? You catch that, Sauce?
What's that? I wasn't bad. What's that?
Yeah, we're talking about what's the protocol as far as notification of her family?
Yeah, because
The ship a body? International? Like,
but what if it's somebody like from the States though and they was on
That's
vacation?
That's what I'm saying. Because that's what that guy and his wife was on their dream vacation. And the person next to him just happened to pass away. And yeah, I don't know if she was from the States as well. We were just talking about, man, that phone call. Like, do you want us, what y'all want us to do? Y'all want us to, y'all want to come claim the body? Or do y'all just want us to, box her up?
That's a lot of money to do that.
It's a lot of money. And Tank was talking about who's going to pay for her flight back.
Hey, man, y'all might have to put her in the urn and FedEx her home, baby.
Mm-hmm. FaceTime me. Yeah, that's her. Uh-huh. Go ahead and do the service. I'm just saying. You know how much money that is? And it's not, you trying to catch a flight to Italy to claim a body? Shit.
Yeah, man. Especially when eggs are $16.
Is that how much eggs are now?
For like
I don't know. I
haven't
been in a minute. We stocked up a little bit and yeah. Fuck. We'll see. All right, family. Let's bring it. Yeah.
Preppy Princeton murder suspect Matthew Hertigan ripped out brother's eye and ate it after killing him, and killed a cat.
And the cat. Motherfuckers be going through some shit, man. That's why I said, man, treat people accordingly. You don't know what will set a motherfucker off. He was looking at his little brother, was like, we never did see eye to eye. Come here. Get your ass over here. And, did him in.
Did he? So.
What's up?
I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck happened, man. Like what makes you... Is there more to the story? Like, what the fuck did the brother steal his woman or? Cause that's rage. That's rage. Like,
right.
That's violent Hulk rage to kill your brother, rip his fucking eye out, and eat it. Yeah,
that's pretty severe. That ain't your run of the mill. I just slap my brother while he was asleep type shit or whatever. Normal hazing.
That's some devil shit.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like they they came up in the hood or anything. It's the Preppy Princeton.
The preppy part, yeah.
Yeah. Murderer. Like, I was bored and I decided to, off my brother and, take a souvenir.
You know what I bet? I bet that the brother that got killed was the favorite brother.
Probably.
I bet this dude was a fuck up. And his parents didn't like him. And
get a whole rundown, Sauce.
Yeah, man. And he couldn't stand this little motherfucker, and he did it to get back at his parents because they loved him so much. They probably told him, Tony, you ain't gonna be shit. Why can't you be like your brother Tony? And then they had that tone like the Green Book, Tony. Why can't you be like your brother Tony?
Ah, man. This is diabolical.
That's some diabolical. Yeah, that's some cold, crazy shit. Yes, Dr. Aubrey like a motherfucker, DJ LOH on the ones and twos. I'm practicing.
Shit was crazy. Hey, man, old man, have you ever been that mad at your siblings, man?
I'm not into cannibalism. Um,
Got a lot to eat with that one brother.
man, I was thinking the other day when you said, man, Tutti Frutti was a song about his A1C.
I still think about that. Hey, I had to get that motherfucker back. That motherfucker said you got shot with an AK and only got hit once. Hey, when
That
I was in the
motherfucker,
hospital,
man.
I had to sticky, man. I had
Oh
to
my
sticky.
God.
Like I said, I
What
had
is
to get these jokes in before he backslid. Cat, Cat and Walter Reed.
y'all cats are cold.
Hey, I hit him
Cold.
with that Tutti Frutti. Tank lost it.
Oh
Tank
man,
lost it. That was the. He ain't never had a joke ever again, though. I'm the champ.
Ah,
But
my
but
God.
but this is it's you know what? I don't know, man. This one is hard to call without more of a story. But crazy motherfuckers like this never tell you why.
Yeah.
shit. I think
These
crazy
motherfuckers,
explains it all.
right? These
Yeah,
motherfuckers. I'm telling you, this cat had. He must have had all the fine ass women. He must have had. He was popular. Look behind him. You know what I'm saying? Or hopefully it wasn't no situation where he found out his brother was at a Diddy party and he did it for that reason. You know what I'm saying? Because he got Diddy with the oil and shit.
I mean, I
But
don't. I just think it's something as simple as what you broke down in the
yeah,
first analogy or whatever. Is that jealousy, and because that's medieval. That's
it
like, bro,
is.
what the hell were you did that? And like you said, something for the parents to have to sit back and explain. It was like, not only that I did it to you, I did something so horrendous to
Horrendous,
you
yeah.
that the parents got to explain that shit to their folks.
And
To
and
their
and
little elite
and listen,
society.
I can give you a story. Two brothers, man. My uncle David. This cat went to Yale, and then he went to Columbia Law School, and went on to do big things up in New York. My dad was on them bitches. He got like 2 semesters from psychology and was out. He was slanging dick. And my grandmother, she loved her babies, but my grandfather was like, he thought my dad wasn't worth a motherfucker, and that shit affected him.
Oh yeah.
That shit hurt him. You know what I mean? Like your parents, people's parents' approval, that shit does mean a lot, man. And especially when you look at these wealthy ass families or these people that got these high ass standards. I'm a doctor. My son's a doctor. My wife's a doctor, and this motherfucker working at Walmart. You just get tired of hearing, man. What you just got done bagging groceries, motherfucker. Where you working in the electronics section and shit.
Yeah.
They up there talking about the thoracic spine and the cervical spine, and you up there like, yeah, I had to clean up aisle 4, 5, and 7 all fucking night. You know what I'm saying? Like that you know that favoritism shit, man. And people, there is naturally, you know, uh, little bit of deviations in the love. Some people, have a little bit more love because their child is the firstborn. They love the middle child differently for a reason. But I'm. Since we don't have a story, that's my take on it. I think that this brother on the right was the brother that they didn't give a fuck about, and they always measured him up to the good brother on the left. And it was a Cain and Abel situation. He did that to hurt his parents. I believe he did that to hurt his parents.
Yeah.
Especially when you eat the eye and you defile the body like that. That's
Ah,
yeah, that's some crazy. That shit is
you got
demonic.
to explain that one is dead and the other one is the reason he's dead, and also you raised a cannibal.
Right. Where the fuck is his eye at? I shit out the eye, mama.
Uh, duh. Check the bidet. Yeah.
Yeah, check the bidet. It's a pupil in that bitch.
I'm done.
I put the eyeball on it. So when you cut it on, the water shooting up through his pupil.
Oh man. Okay. Okay, family.
I'm a child of the 80s. I watch too many horror movies.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a sad story though, man. It's sad, all jokes
Very
aside, man.
unfortunate. Very
I, f-
unfortunate.
I feel for the parents because they lost two sons, man.
Yep.
Lost two sons. You know, this man may have been hearing some shit. He might have been on that meth, that alligator, something, that crocodile, whatever. You know, something. He could have been high, man. But the meth could have told this motherfucker he was in Lord of the Rings. I don't know, but man, rest in peace to that young man.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
What we
All
got,
right.
gentlemen?
That
that's
was
it,
it,
man.
man. We ran it down, bro. Go on and get some of that chicken, man.
Well, let me ask you a question first,
What's
man.
up?
Let me ask you a question. We got to talk about it, man. I thought it was gonna be on the official lineup.
What's
What
up?
y'all think about the Great Pumpkin? The Great Pumpkin. Zelensky up in the
Oh
fucking.
Oh,
I
man,
loved it.
that was a fucking ambush, man. It was 3-on-1. I mean, and the other dude who was getting that old boy or whatever. It's like I said, man. There's a time and place for everything, man. You know, and it was one of those like because it made you got your it's going to be split. You got people like, yeah, man, that's how you do it, and other were like, dude, there's no professionalism no more. I understand they talked about how old boy was dressed and all that shit, but then cut back to Papa Elon or whatever how he show up in the damn White House. He's not suited and booted. That motherfucker wearing t-shirts and a sports coat. And so go ahead, man. Go ahead, Sauce.
No, 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 no. At all. I like your take on it, man, because I think the thing for me, the only thing I didn't like, because I felt like, hey, man, wow, I dug it. I was down for it because most people didn't get to see the beginning. He really praised this dude when he came in. He was like, he's a great president, great leader of his people. His people are brave, and he said, man, we've given them great weapons and we've armed them well, but it takes great soldiers, great capable soldiers to use those weapons, and their soldiers are second to none. And I was like, oh shit, they didn't show this part. But it was, I knew what was coming because he said, yeah, he didn't like the peace talk shit. And he was when he said, yeah, we hope to get continued support. If you look at his face, we hope to get
Hmm.
continued support, from the Americans. And then they was like, yeah, we're gonna work on a ceasefire deal. He the one that got real antagonistic. He didn't like what JD Vance said. And JD Vance, I watched this shit over again. JD Vance didn't say anything wrong. And I agreed. It's like, man, we've given you $350 billion. First of all, we shouldn't be negotiating over no mineral rights, no oil and gas, none of that shit. That shit is ours. We already paid for that shit. You know what I mean? Fuck a thank you. You know what I mean? Because the way I feel about it is this motherfucker, the people in Taiwan, Bibi Netanyahu and them, they all knew that these houses burned down in Los Angeles. They knew that these motherfucking houses were fucked up over there in North Carolina. Some of that, but they could have said, hey man, you gave us 90 billion, here go 10 billion for your people. This is their money here. Instead of giving them $750, Maui, here go money. Fix your people up. Y'all looking out for us. Here this go. That's the way I felt about the shit. So for me, when you coming up in there looking for money, looking for armaments and shit, because it was so easily given to you by the Biden administration, and they saying, nah, we want to, we gonna do a ceasefire, man. Y'all ain't got the people. Like y'all are getting conscripts and send them to the front line. Y'all literally yerking people up, you know what I'm saying, off of the street and send them to the front line. We want to do a peace deal. I didn't see anything wrong with that. And I didn't care how they handled it, man, because he sat there, look at him. He got his arms crossed and shit. His arms was crossed when they started talking about a peace deal. So I think I think he got what the fuck he deserved. My only thing is, you need to talk that way to that Netanyahu motherfucker. You can't.
You can't pick and choose when you want
That's
to, play the fucking bully or whatever. You can't.
yeah,
Again, thank you. Stay on top. That's why I said it's a time and place for
yeah,
everything. Like, because I'm
yeah,
sure they had those conversations with BB, but
yeah.
it's behind closed doors because it's a whole lot of that's a whole nother
Right.
issue over there. But with him, that's my only issue is that
Yeah,
it shouldn't have happened right there. They're just supposed to do a photo op, not do
yeah,
the whole presser right there. They was like, all right, well, fuck it, we on, let's get into it. you don't have the cards. We got the cards. You ain't got the cards. You know, the whole thing went sideways. And I was just like, y'all motherfuckers went off script. Damn it. No, you know, only so much of that shit we were supposed to see. And then the rest was supposed to be behind closed doors, man. That's what
What?
pissed me off.
And I agree, man. But I think when this motherfucker got up there's like, you have this ocean, but you're going to feel it. No, we're not going to feel anything. We're not going to feel it. You're in no position to tell us that. You don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. He was like, I've emboldened you. I've emboldened you to be a tough guy. I was like, get that nigga. But then I was like, man, you can't talk to one like that. You got to get this other motherfucker, man, and quit this shit about making Gaza luxury resorts areas and shit, and the people need to just move into Egypt.
Thank you for tying that together, please.
I had no motherfucking problem with that. I think Zelensky earned that shit. I think you bold to keep coming to America for our tax money, and everyday living materials and necessities are going up in prices, and you still taking our fucking money, man. You know what I mean? Flint pipes and shit still fucked up. You up in that bitch? You ain't even got a suit on. You got a fleece and some jogging pants with some rock ports. You can't. I didn't like his whole attitude. I think when he's with Biden, they just hand him money. And then I was listening like Jeffrey Sachs and some other geopolitical experts and shit, and they said this shit started a long time ago, because they said the major problem is it's NATO. They said, Putin been telling these motherfuckers, I don't want NATO next to me, and he bet not absorb. He bet not become a part of NATO. And he just like, yeah, he's parceling off parts of the country. He up there like, yes, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and NATO. And I'm like, well, shit, the man told you what he didn't want, and you wanted to do it anyway. So I think he got what he deserved. I'm just saying, y'all got to have that same energy with everybody. Y'all got to have that big dick energy with everybody. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, what you got?
I think, when it comes to like all the money that we've contributed to this war, the majority of it went to American companies trying to take advantage of, resources in that country. And this country really didn't get much but weapons. I think he's a victim of two different presidents. He had Biden in there that was backing him 100%, and now Trump that's backing Russia. And it's like the whole thing just did 180. He's kind of screwed, man.
Yep.
I think I think this motherfucker's always been in over his head. And somebody said that a lot of those weapons that he was getting, he was fucking selling them. So a lot of that shit, was ending up in cartel hands. They got this motherfucker up there in high heels and shit. And, I was watching Eddie Griffin. He was talking about that shit. But I just feel like he's always been over his head. I think Europe has been using him. They want to keep this war going. And again, you don't come and bite the fucking hands that feed you. You come real humble. And if you don't like the fact that they talking about peace talks and a ceasefire, all right, hey man, when the camera's cut off, we gonna talk about that shit.
Mm-hmm. Now everything is damn near is smoothed out, but it was just like a photo op and just clickbait for for the masses or whatever at that time. And now everybody's then the dust is settled. Everybody's coming around. Old boy coming, like you said, hat in hand. Like, hey man, you right, I was foul, and next time I will have my Brooks Brothers on. And yeah, man, I'll try to respect the Oval or whatever. But like I said, it's fucking politics. I'm just over it. I'm over it.
And 70 billion of that money is unaccounted for. But again, man, this shit is so nauseating because
it's accounted. We just don't know where it's at. Somebody know where that money is. We just don't know where it's at. It's accounted for.
Yeah.
But not
I mean,
by us.
we just witnessing the biggest. These motherfuckers
Grift.
rob us every
The
year,
grift.
man. They ain't doing shit for the
man.
American people, man.
They give you a hug and they got their hands in your back pocket.
And the interesting thing is, I hear people say, "Man, it's the local governments. You got to be in the. You think the local governments ain't doing the same shit? You ever wonder why you go down one street and that shit beautiful, and as soon as you hit a stop sign at a cross section, that shit just get terrible.
Yeah, man. Some dude brought up a good point. Like, you ever notice where the hood is always close to downtown?
Yep. Yep.
You know, I was like, thought about it. I was like, oh shit, he right. You know, because guess what? Those places need workers.
Yep.
You know, so
Yep.
all
Well,
I got,
that's all I got, man. What you drinking?
water. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Stay hydrated, family. Old man,
Get that water in.
try to get some rest. Sauce.
Yeah.
One piece of chicken, one piece of white bread.
You make a
gotta-
sandwich with the bone in it.
I'm gonna sop up some of that.
You make a chicken leg sandwich.
My grandmother used to do that. Take a piece of bread, put a drum in that motherfucker.
You eat like this, sir.
A little hot
You eat that
sauce.
motherfucker like this. You
Right.
don't like that, boy. That's how you eat the motherfucker, man. Eat like that.
Eat that motherfucker like that. Motherfucker used to be good too. You eating that shit like a
Yeah.
horse.
One drumstick, one piece of Wonder Bread. That's all you get, sir.
Yeah, man. Hey, wait a minute. Did y'all see that shit I sent y'all? When Wallow was talking about, he said, I
What
was
did he
in,
say?
motherfucker said, I remember I was locked up. And the accent making bass. I was locked up, man, and you know, one of the young boys, he dropped the soap in the shower, and that shit slid, man. He said, before I knew it, man, I heard the old head hit the mystical. He said, oh yeah, shake your ass. Watch. Show me what you're working with. But you gotta listen because they edited mystical in when he said something else, man. That shit is hilarious, man.
Don't you ever end the show with a story like that again. Don't you ever end the show with a story like that, man. That is nasty. Edit this shit out. Don't put a clip of this.
As much as that cat put the booty warrior up there,
Yeah.
that cat still telling stories. I'm like, boy, your shenanigans.
Not
He
with the
doing
fleet.
skits now. He
Is
doing
he?
skits now. Yeah. I seen a TikToker with, this prison skit where he gets locked up in a cell with Fleece Johnson, and Fleece is in there like, hey man, eat this cupcake. You know what I want? He's in there looking at him, licking his lips and shit.
Let me tell
He
you
gonna
something.
get paid. He gonna get paid.
He gonna fuck around. Fleece gonna have a flashback. Really rape that motherfucker.
Grape. You gonna grape him.
He gonna grape him.
Don't grape
Excuse
him.
me. I mean, this
Don't
cat
grape
got a woman and still think about man ass.
Fondly.
Yeah.
Fondly.
I
Yeah.
was in the Walmart and this dude bent over. He dropped something and I saw the crack in his ass, man. I looked down. I was hard.
I'm going to bed, Joe.
Fleece was hilarious, man. I don't care.
Man, y'all take it light, man. I can't fuck with that. Talk about
Peace.
racism.
Yeah, I'm done. Good night. Love y'all.
Good
Peace.
night, bro. Peace, man.